Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, and today is going to be a show and tell video of my ANOVOS Star Trek Voyager / Deep Space Nine uniform undershirt. So when ordering this shirt, I really had to take a look at the measuring chart that ANOVOS provides on its other products such as the Next Generation tunic and this undershirt. With the Next Generation tunic, I was a medium, and with this, I'm a large. And with this particular shirt, I recommend measuring carefully and ordering a size up, kind of like the Next Generation tunic. My neck's about 15 to 15 and a half inches, my chest is about 40 inches. So that actually put me in the large category. So that's the one thing that kind of sucks about ANOVOS products, is your measurements aren't the same across the board, but make sure you measure yourself properly in order to get the correct fit. Also, these pips don't come with the shirt. I did do a show and tell video on the pips as well. I'll put an annotation here and a link in the description box below where you can see me showing those off, but let's go ahead and get into the dirty details of this shirt. So the first thing I want to say about this shirt is it's extremely soft. It's a polyester synthetic cotton blend, which means it's super duper soft. And it feels really thin, but it's not particularly. You can probably see my nipples, but hey, there you go. Hello internet, these are my nipples. It's a very nice, soft, comfortable shirt, and it's athletic cut, which means it's kind of form-fitting, but not really, because it follows the cut of the show shirt, which is meant to be more like a uniform shirt, but not necessarily like an athletic fit Under Armour shirt. For example, if I go ahead and lift my arms like this, you'll notice I'm almost like a sugar glider in the armpits. I have these kind of coming out. These aren't my lats. This is how the shirt is cut. It's kind of cut like a suit jacket, kind of like the Next Generation tunic, or even the Voyager uniform jackets, where if you raise your arms and it actually kind of pulls the shirt up as well. Up close here on the left breast, there is a screened Delta Star, which is kind of ironic that this is even here. I get they're trying to do it like Voyager Deep Space Nine branding, however on the actual screen-used shirts, this wasn't here. In fact, there were a lot of differences between this and the screen-used shirt that I'll go over here later on in the video, and I'll show you an image of Captain Janeway's actual undershirt and screen-used shirt. Another point of interest is if you look on the shoulders, this actually makes me feel kind of like 7 of 9. If you look at these lines going down here, you got kind of a double seam on the shoulder, and that actually continues under the armpit and down the side. So that was kind of an interesting design choice. The seams don't necessarily make it any more uncomfortable. Like I said, this is a very comfortable shirt, but it just kind of makes it so that as you move your arms, the whole entire shirt moves. It would have been nice to have a little bit of slack up by the shoulders so that when you raise your arms, it doesn't feel like you have to keep tucking it in. You don't have to necessarily Picard maneuver the thing all the time, but it is kind of a hassle. If I turn around to the back, nothing special back there, just a plain back, the continuation of the side seams going down. And from the side, nothing super special, just these two lines going down. Alright guys, now I'm going to go ahead and show you a photo of the screen-used undershirt that Captain Janeway Kate Mulgrew wore in Star Trek Voyager to kind of show you the differences between this shirt and the actual screen-used product. So if we look at these still images of Tim Russ's Tuvok and Kate Mulgrew as Captain Janeway and their undershirts, you'll note that there's some major differences between the actual screen-used shirts and the one that ANOVOS is offering. If you look at the one that Tim Russ is wearing, there are no stripes down the front sides, and if you look at the shoulders, there isn't a double seam going down the shoulders and down the side of the shirt. It's pretty much cut like a regular athletic fit shirt. However, on Kate Mulgrew's undershirt, it looks like she's got the double seams going down from the tops of the shoulders. Something else of note is that you'll notice that there is no silk-screened Delta Star on the front left breast of any of the undershirts. Tim Russ is wearing the Voyager comm badge on his left breast, and if you look at Kate Mulgrew's shirt, there is no Delta Star logo, emblem, anything on her left breast. It's just a basic shirt. And we'll take a better look at the actual screen-used shirt right now. Once again, this is the undershirt that Kate Mulgrew wore as Captain Janeway under the uniform jacket. And in much better lighting, you can see, again, there is no Delta Star logo. There is the double seam going down the sides of the chest. But if you'll take a look at the back, it's not a solid back. It is a zip-up back, kind of like the Next Generation tunic. So there are some differences between the ANOVOS product and the screen-used product. ANOVOS is shooting for screen accuracy, however it does take some creative liberties in order to afford form and function, but obviously this is also pretty much a cost-cutting measure on its part. It would be much more expensive to offer in an undershirt with a zipper going down the back, and also if we take a look at the screen used undershirt, it looks like it's actually sewn into the pants as well. So this appears to be more of a jumpsuit than an undershirt, so that might be why there is some variation. However, it looks like the undershirts everyone else wears did not have that double seam, and it didn't have that emblazoned Delta Star logo on the left breast, and it definitely did not have that back zipper. Alright, so what I'm going to do now for you guys is I'm going to go ahead and remove the shirt. I'm not going to be shirtless on camera, but I'm going to take the shirt off and show you the tags, show you the internals. There's not really too much to see, but I want to make sure that you see as much of this as you can to see if it's worth justifying the price for you. Alright, it is nice to be out of that shirt. You know, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a con, but shooting in a sunlit room and wearing this, it does get a little bit warm. I mean, it is a long sleeve shirt, and again, it does kind of feel like just a regular athletic fit shirt. So I'll go ahead and show you a couple things again. Once more, here's that silk screened Delta Star. And I'll go ahead and show you guys the tags as well. We have ANOVOS Productions, 92% polyester, 8% spandex, made in Taiwan. Machine wash, cold, hang dry, do not iron. Star Trek, trademark 2015 CBS Studios, copyright 2015 Paramount Pictures Corp., all rights reserved. And we have my large tag. So I'll just go over everything. There's large. There's ANOVOS. All the stuff right there. Star Trek tag. And all that. And on the end too, I'm just going to show you the hems as well, the hemlines. Like here's the end of the arm, just a basic cuff. And then the hemline on the bottom, nothing too exciting there. Now I'm going to go ahead and give you my pros and cons on this shirt. The pros, there are definitely a few. It is the most comfortable shirt I've ever worn in my life, which is kind of saying something. You know, I've worked in environments where I've had loose-fitting clothing, I've worked in environments where I've worn very restrictive clothing. This is the most comfortable shirt ever, and that includes like Under Armour shirts, athletic shirts. It's just super comfortable and super soft. It feels good against your body. It is a little restricting, and that's not necessarily because of the measurements, it's just because of the way that this was cut as an undershirt for a uniform for a TV series. I also like the color of it is pretty much spot on whenever I look at the later seasons of Star Trek Voyager and the mid-seasons kind of Deep Space Nine before they moved on to the later gray and black uniforms. It is a very nice color and it is super comfortable. And the other nice thing about it too is you don't have to worry too much about the details, considering if you're wearing this under the uniform jacket, no one's going to really notice some of the things that are off, such as the fact that there wasn't a silkscreen Delta Star, and some of the seams on the shoulders and the sides are kind of off compared to the actual product. And as far as cons go, there really aren't too many. The two biggest cons that I can think of off the top of my head are, number one, the price. You are paying $85 for this, and it is just a shirt. There isn't anything too terribly special about it, and that's the second con, is that this is something that isn't truly necessary to have if you want to cosplay with a Deep Space Nine / Star Trek Voyager uniform, because essentially it's just a gray long sleeve, well, a bluish gray long sleeve athletic fit shirt. I mean, as long as you get something with a collar that doesn't have a logo on it, and the collar goes reasonably high enough the neck, you really could just substitute this out and not buy it at all. So my final thoughts on this shirt is a comfortable shirt, it is a very comfortable shirt, and it does look great. The problem is I don't think the price justifies what you're getting. It is pretty accurate considering it's definitely not screen accurate, and it is a good shirt, but again, in the end, you can substitute this with a non-logo having long sleeve collared shirt, or even a short sleeve collared shirt, and get away with it and not buy this at all. So buy or pass for this. If you can find a decent shirt, fuck it, don't buy it. Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching today's show and tell video on my ANOVOS Star Trek Deep Space Nine / Voyager uniform undershirt. What do you think about it? Are you planning on buying one? What do you think of ANOVOS products so far? Let me know down below. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. I definitely appreciate it. And you'll also get notified whenever I post new videos, including vlogs, video game reviews, and show and tell videos just like this one. And you can also interact with me beyond this video at Twitter and Twitch TV, links in the description box below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great night.